I'm at Sica Hollow State Park in South Dakota. Do a little day hike, 6 or 7 miles. I'm parked right over there. Now here's the trail system. It's kind of hard to find the trailhead though. I have no idea if I'm actually on the trail, but it kind of looks like it's beaten down through here. I hope it gets better. Well, this trail is horrible so far. Alright, so I think I go that way. Yeah, this is a lot better. Whatever I was on earlier was not a trail. So I came from this way, and then I believe that goes back to where my car's parked. And then there's this, which I'm not sure where that goes. Maybe back to where my car's parked also. And then this is the way I think I need to go, because it's like private property over there. But there's no signs on this one, so you kind of just have to wing it, I guess. I go down this way and maybe there'll be a sign eventually. It's only 75 degrees today, and it's a little breezy, so it should be a pretty comfortable day of hiking. I'm dropping down. The horseflies are already trying to eat me. I'm really dropping down in here. Oh man, a lot of mud through here. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright, luckily there's some boards to walk across. Okay. Looks like I'm skirting private property here. That breeze feels amazing. Looks like I'm about to break out into a field. I'm dropping down some more. This trail is mainly for horses, I believe. So you're going to have a lot of horse poo on the trail. Man, I've been dropping down for a while now. I'll have to start coming back up eventually. Oops. Well, I see a sign. My first sign other than the ones at the trailhead. Alright, it says perimeter spur trail that way. Oh, here's what I want right here. Okay, looks like I'm down here. So yeah, I need to go. Yeah, to the right. Yeah, that's where I need to go. Okay, good. I'm glad there was a sign. My Gaia app does not even show these trails, so it's kind of hard to follow. Well, you know you got to the bottom when there's a creek. A little bit of running water. Not much though. Ooh, there's a bird over there. It's green. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Ooh. Oh wow, climbing back up. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna do some rock hopping on this one. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't try to film when I'm doing those. I almost went down on that one. Looks like I got a pretty good climb coming up. I think I finally topped out. But man, the mosquitoes down there were brutal. I tried to take a couple of breaks on that uphill. Man, they wouldn't let me rest. But yeah, kind of broke open into this prairie up here on the top. Some nice views. That wind feels really nice up here. Looks like I'm headed back into the woods. Okay, well I got to the bottom. Little creek action. And it looks like go back up again. Okay. I'm surprised I haven't jumped any deer today. This is like prime habitat. Looks like I'm going back into Mosquitoville. So far this trail has been a lot of like hiking down to the creek bed, back up to the prairie, and then back and forth like 4 times so far. Just as expected, dropping down to the bottom. I wonder if the camera even picks up any of these mosquitoes, because I see like 20 of them just like flying right in front of my face right now. Looks like I'm pretty much to the bottom of the creek bed right down there. Kinda looks like an old logging road through here. Okay, so I come to an intersection and there's no sign here, so I have no clue where to go. I would think I would go back this way, but I'm gonna check the map real fast. Alright, so I got this map at the trailhead, and I think I'm right here where my thumb's at. So I think that's the Maple Valley Trail, and so I should go back this way like I thought. Well, I haven't made it very far at all. Yeesh. Okay. Let's see if I'm right. Man, I wish the entire loop was just this. Those mosquitoes in the woods, man, they're brutal. And the horseflies. I don't get bit at all up here. I'm still up top. I haven't dropped back down yet, but I'm more in the woods. But the mosquitoes haven't been too bad through here. Looks like I got some kind of trail marker here, just an arrow. Alright, so looks like I got to Roy Cemetery. So I'm right there where my thumb's at on the map. Alright. I am over 3 miles in, but honestly I don't see how. It says it's a 6-mile loop. Seems like it'd be longer than that looking at the map. Guess I'll find out. And by the way, there's no sign that says this is Roy Cemetery. I just went up there just to see what was going on. And that's what was there. I don't know if the video picks it up, but I forgot to buy water before I came down here. So all I had was my Stanley thermos in the car with water from yesterday in it. It's been just like sloshing around and clanking against my keys and my phone. Yeah, it's loud. Well, spray yourself down good with tick spray. I just picked about 15 of them off me. They were crawling up the outside of my pants. The big ones too. Alright, I think this is an aspen. It has the small heart-shaped leaves. So, I read up on that the other day. Make sure. We got a lot of these aspens on this side. Nope, I don't see any ripe. There's some blackberries though. Well, I just hit the 4-mile mark, and I haven't even passed over to the other side of the road. It must be pretty short on that side. Someone's an artist. And it looks like I'm starting to drop down a little bit. I am almost back to the road. Getting pretty close. Should be right up here. I didn't expect to see mountain bike tires down here. A little bit of flow to it. Pretty little area, little creek with the boulders and the ferns. Alrighty. First sign I've seen in a while. There's the road. Alright. Well, according to the map, I follow the road down here, and the trail goes back into the woods on the left. Alrighty. There's the other parking area over there. I parked up top though. Alrighty. Just like the map said. Climbing back up to the top. Alright, I just hit the 5-mile mark. Well before it says it on the map. Just saw a couple of horseback riders. They're the first people I've seen all day today. Alright, finish it out. Pretty steep climb over here. I think when I top out here, I'm gonna get me a drink of water and take a break. I'm pretty wore out. Man, this side, the uphill has been rough. It's basically straight up. Starting to get some good views though. Well, I really hope this is the last hill that I have to climb. I think I finally topped out. Decent views. Well, I was wrong. Here's another hill. Looks like the trail just follows this fence line here. You see it way out there. That's the way I just came. Topped off. Nice view. And this is the way I'm going. You can see the trail going way up through there. Almost back to the car. I'm really glad I went the way I did. I get to end the hike with these awesome views. The other way would have kind of sucked. Alright, I just hit the 6-mile mark. It says I'm here. So my hike today is going to be over 6 miles, obviously. But I started here and I walked down this and then back up. So that's why mine's going to be longer. But yeah, this is looks like a cutoff trail here. But I'm going to finish the perimeter loop. So always stay right if you're doing the perimeter loop. Oh well, that is pretty out through there. That's the best view I've had this entire trip right there. That's nice. So I gotta climb to the top of that hill over there. This is looking back the way I just came. Here's some old fence post. I wonder if this used to be private property. There's a couple of ponds over there. They're so overgrown though, I can't tell if there's any water in them. Making a lot of racket. Yeah, there's got to be water in there. Too many cattails not to be. The car should just be up over this hill right here. Well, no car, but there is another pond over there. Alright, it's got to be over top of that hill. Oh, looky there. Looks like this hike is done. I'll say the first 2 miles I wasn't very impressed. It was just up and down through mosquitoes and woods. Been a lot better in the fall. But once I started breaking out into the prairie, it was nice. This last couple of miles was real nice. Awesome views. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call her here. Another hike done.